Hello and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This is our challenge rampart playthrough with Kyrre with no tier 5 spells, no resurrection and no animate dead. I've also further handicapped Kyrre by not allowing him to take wisdom, which means that he can't cast higher level spells at all unless he has books of magic. We've progressed quite well through this series so far, at least for a giant map, and we've built up some pretty large armies at this point too, in particular on Kyrre and Elishar. Elishar's army is absolutely insane. We may actually also consider a third hero, notably Mephala, as we've got loads of troops spare in our rampart towns, and it'd be nice to get a third hero on the run so that I can actually start speeding things up a little bit, especially as we don't need the resources anymore from the resource routes that she's on. We do also need to defend one of our towns, which I believe is this factory town, Mount Copper. As we've got an orange hero coming in from the north here, so we'll defend that next turn because I don't think they can quite reach there in one turn, not quite anyway. So we're going to send Elishar to help deal with that, and then he can progress northwards to find out where orange have come from, which presumably is going to lead to one of their towns as well. Lastly, if you are enjoying the playthrough so far, please do like the video as it helps quite a lot, and if you want to see more, please do subscribe as I'd really love to hit 500 subs this year. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, we want to be building our Mage Guild, because we can't build the Serpentarium yet, so that we can upgrade to Crimson Quapples for the near future. And secondly, I think we'll start moving Mephala back down rather than leaving her for her resource route next week, because I'd rather go and pick up some new troops with her. I can even potentially bring some troops with Genova, but let's see. We'll decide what we're doing next week once we've been able to move Elishar and send him off to defend. So I think first things first, we just end the turn there. Hopefully orange can't move far enough to just come and take our town here. I'm pretty sure that they can't, but nowhere near in fact, so that's fine. And purple are just staying still, which is always slightly unusual, I suppose. Right, so Elishar's going to be our first port of call, because we want to be firstly picking up our bears, and then we're going to take 3 town portals. One is going to be to Kyrre, and thanks very much to the subscriber who told me how to say that name. I've actually confirmed it with my mother-in-law, who is Irish, and she said that Kyrre is actually the right way to say it, apparently. But either way, we'll build our dragon cliffs here, pick up our extra dragons, and we're also going to pick up the Pegasi. And the War Unicorns, actually. The War Unicorns primarily just to put them in another town, though, to be fair. So, this is going to be our second town portal, which is to Glade Route. We want to take the dragons from there too, but we'll leave the Unicorns and the Pegasi behind. And we'll buy the Pegasi here too. Nice chunk of gold used. And then we will finally town portal to Mount Copper, because we want to take out Arlak as soon as we possibly can. I think if I move here, he can't just run past me and take the town, I think. What I might do instead, though, is move here so I can guarantee myself the extra spell power, and then just move back down here so I'm definitely blocking off the entrance to the town. It may mean that he just goes north or something next turn, and if he does, fine. In fact, you know what, we're just going to move up anyway, that was a waste of movement. Mephala we can just send back down to pick up some troops from Glade Route. I'm pretty much just going to take the massive stack of Pegasi, I think, and then take them off with some other units to go and clear out a few bits and pieces. We don't really have anything to learn here with Kyrre, and we're probably just going to leave the troops, so I guess that means Kyrre can just start pushing north for us. A secondary skill out there. Or Witch's Hut even. Nagabank they're going to have visited. It's got nothing guarding it, so somebody will have visited it. I've still got heroes that are just doing resource routes, even though at this point in the game I probably don't actually need them anymore. Said I could get Gunnar to be a good secondary hero as well, but I think I'd rather take Mephala. And Gem. Okay, Gem just wants to start her route picking up behemoths for us, I suppose. And Giselle. Can't really remember what the plan was with Giselle, actually thinking about it. Was it to send her north? North? South? I think it was to send her south, down through here, and see what we can see. Good to remember that we do have a taupe here that hasn't been taken yet as well. So at some point I'll want to transfer some items from Kyrre, who has a completely full backpack, over to Elishar, who can then drop them to Mephala, I suppose. But otherwise, I think we're good to end the turn already. Okay. Orange moved slightly and then just stopped, which, I don't know, that seems to happen quite a bit. I don't know what they've done to the AI in the most recent couple of patches for HotA, but and then maybe it's just me, maybe I'm imagining things, but I kind of feel like the AI has suddenly got not necessarily really weak, but really stupid. Let's mass prayer here. We don't have mass prayer. Okay. We'll mass haste instead then, I guess, even though half our units aren't affected by it. Let's hit through there. Wow, okay, so no change whatsoever. I got double bad morale, which kind of sucks, but there we go. It is what it is. And we know that this bit up here has already been cleared. So Elishar can just start making his way up, I think, and find out what we've got to the north of us. Fingers crossed that's going to be where Orange actually came from, so we're able to do something about them. Okay, I mean, it's not a ridiculous army. I mean, it is now, so yeah. We'll take Mephala off with this and see what damage we can cause. Swarm of Imps is a good fight to start. But otherwise, we're basically just going to take her through this entire area and clear out everything that we've got available. Let's move our farm heroes first. Again, even though we don't particularly actually need our farm heroes anymore, I'm still going to keep sending them on their routes because, well, if nothing else, I'm a creature of habit. And Giselle can make it all the way down to this portal here. And we can see what we can see. We'll grab the Warehouse of Wood on the way past, might as well. There's some free resources. Okay, so we've still got purple dwellings up here, which is interesting. Alright, so we've got a choice. Do we go north or do we go south? 1 second, I'm just going to flip a coin. Heads is north, tails is south. Okay, apparently we're going north. Blue teleporter. I think we've seen that before. I think the blue teleporter is in some snow terrain. Yeah. So it has got a not insignificant hero sat on top of it. Okay. I mean, not hugely powerful either, not compared to what Kyrre's got, but not insignificant. I mean, 10 to 19 Phoenixes is a fairly chunky stack. So I think we're good to end the turn already. Alright, so we've got Orange moving around above Elishar by the looks of it. And Purple using Fly. Worth remembering we've also got Pink running around in that treasure area, I think with a fairly significant hero if I remember rightly. That's purple there, so Pink must be down here, yeah. Yeah, Labatha, although it looks like her army may have been significantly reduced by some of the fights she's taken. I seem to remember she had a very powerful army, and that's not particularly so, I would say. Okay, so that's fine. Right, so let's just continue our resource farming route for the week with the couple of heroes that are still doing it. Great, and Mephala can start taking some of these fights. And without morale I should be able to just hit these with Pegasi twice. Yep, great. Let's take Advanced Armourer, that's always a good shout. And yeah, let's come underneath and kill these pixies. Just defend on everything except the Pegasi, which can then just move. Great, so basic earth magic will definitely take. Perhaps I should have taken pathfinding as well, because I'm going to go over a lot of rough terrain here. If I get offered it again, I may actually take it. It's a skill I wouldn't necessarily normally go for, but I do actually think pathfinding is a good skill overall. Got a few bits to pick up here. Again, this is what I've commented on in a previous episode. The AI seem to clear things out sometimes and then just leave all the resources and things, which I understand to a degree because I do it quite a bit. But it just seems more unusual for AI to do generally, and then it happens a lot at the moment. Okay, so it looks like Elishar's going to have somewhere to go through here, a portal or an underground passage by the looks of it. But we did see quite a bit of orange movement just to the side of us here, I thought. I mean, there's a Serpentarium, which is worth taking while we're here. Maybe I should have just let them flee. Not going to be able to hypnotise because these stacks are massive. I mean, I'd rather not use slow, I guess, but I might need to. No, let's use Mass Bless, and we'll just wait and wait. I'm going to lose probably a couple of grey bears here. I think maybe we just defend on the goldies. And then single slow, well, I guess it's going to be a mass slow regardless, but single slow on the worms there. Yeah, 2 bears, I mean... Ah, there's orange. Fine. Have I got enough movement to reach them? I think the answer is no. Let's take the shackles just in case they do. But yeah, orange I think are probably just going to ride past me around here next turn, which is kind of annoying. Kyrre, let's send you north through here. We can reach CL, so let's just do that. Just dispel that, I don't really want hostile spells. Come on, morale. Nope. Let's just wait on the archers and then smack these with the dwarves. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, let's move ourselves towards this Tree of Knowledge. A free level's never a bad thing when Kyrre's already level 26. So I think we're done with the turn again. And we don't really have much to still build. We could build the upgraded Serpentarium. In fact, let's do that. And, we already have our resource silo here. I didn't realise that. Fine. We do have 8 Wattles to pick up at some point too, which is nice. But yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's see what orange does. Very little, it seems. They've maybe realised that they're not going to get away one way or another. Don't really want to fight a swarm of master gremlins. Okay, so we've got a town here which is defended, but not hugely strongly. So that's a purple town. Okay, purple have a couple of towns, so that's fine. Hopefully we can reduce them to 1, so we can put them into that same category. And we'll know if we reduce them to 1 as well, because they will then be in the same category on the Thieves Guild as the other factions that we think only have 1 town. We can double check that actually with our view air at some stage. No, we don't want to engage the ranged units. Just for anyone watching, I know I do try and go through sort of even the relatively pointless fights. For a lot of these I think I probably am going to skip them because they are simply press wait and then one-shot the stack that's against you. So I'll probably skip those. Just for anyone who's watching that's going, oh no, you always skip fights, and you know, I don't like that, especially in the late game. Sometimes it is just a waste of time to do them though, because it's a bit of a foregone conclusion. Yeah, we've got more resources up here that have just been left, so that's fine by me. And Elishar just wants to come down here and kill Picadram. Okay, he's just fled, so that's fine, I guess. And then we'll send Elishar up this way. Oh, I was wrong. I thought this must lead to a portal or an underground passage, but looks like it goes up further to the northwest still. Let's have a look at view air then, in that case. Okay, we've got no enemy towns at all underground. In fact, it looks like we own the entirety of the underground now, which is actually quite nice. But where are we here? So we're coming up through into this area. So that's probably going to be this area with orange in, I would guess. Which would be nice to go and find. And it might even be the same area that Giselle's actually in now, exploring, but we'll see. That might also be... Oh no, this looks like it's a wasteland area. So yeah, it could even be the same area. So it looks like this is still dirt terrain down here. That'd be nice. Okay, I think we're good with our view air there. Okay. Pink's presumably going to have very little army left on Labatha very soon. Or, well, it is the AI, so you sometimes find that they don't seem to lose any troops when they attack 500 behemoths with 3 archers, somehow. I'm sure that it's completely genuine, though. They probably just managed to dispel something or other that's going to kill them off, I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along now, but I'm sure there is a reason that the AI managed to just knock all these fights out. Alright, well that's pretty much cleared out this part. So let's go back round. And we can start clearing out some of these archers and these vampires, etc. down the bottom. Should be a nice amount of XP. I mean, Throng of Vampires, if it's 250, that's still like 7,500 experience, which is a pretty nice chunk, to be fair. and Giselle just wants to go up this way for me. Looks like she can't actually get through at all here, or here. So that might actually be as much exploring as you can do for us for now, Giselle. Maybe we'll send you down to the bottom here to pick up these bits and see what they've got. Or see what they've uncovered, I should say. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we have got an underground passage that, yeah, probably is going to go up into the area we were hoping, but it also has something going north from there too. Cool, so Elishar's in a new area, that's really nice. Let's view air, and we've got two orange heroes, and looking at the map, an orange town under one of these two, and another orange town literally right next to us. So that'll be the first priority, taking out that town with Elishar, and hopefully the hero here that doesn't run away. Hopefully it won't run away. And then we'll try and go west as well. Although we'll probably find that that's a separate area, even though they're really, really close to each other. But that looks like a good plan for next turn, at least. And I've got a relatively simple fight here. Yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. Let's build our Cage of Warlords. Oh no, Glyphs of Fear first. They never seem to build these. There's something about the way all of these work. This is even weirder. I've talked so many times about resources not being picked up, but then there's even a Pandora's box here that hasn't been picked up. I mean, it's only lizard men, so I'm just going to dismiss them immediately, but it still seems odd to me that that's the case. I don't think I've got view air on Kyrre, I haven't. So let's view air again on Elishar. So looking at this, there are no purple heroes anywhere near us. And none underground near us too. Or even near the teleporter up here, I don't think. Yeah, I think purple are pretty much out in that case. Let's leave Kyrre here, and hopefully we'll remember to buy the glyphs to get the +1 defense next turn. But otherwise I think we're good to end the turn already. Must remind myself if it was my main town I got town portal in. And it was, so that's fine. Bring Mephala back there once I've cleared out a few more bits and pieces. In fact, no, we can't quite do it now because we need to gain a small amount more XP to get Kyrre up to advanced wisdom. And then she can visit town again. That's fine. Not good enough to kill. Okay, so Korvax's there. He's going to be in the right spot for resource gathering for next turn, as is Gunnar now. And Gem just wants to pick these up and then go back towards the start of the route. Giselle we want to send down to the bottom here, and that's it. That's all we can actually see. Okay, that's fine. I can send Giselle back through and she can go somewhere else. Elishar had a city, or town even, just to the southeast, if I remember rightly. Ah, yes, very much just to the southeast. Fine. Let's bless, and then we want to double hit with the dragons. And we'll just single hit with the other dragons. Coatls can go and smack the pirates. And this Coatl can just defend. So unless we get imploded or something, then we're going to get away with very, very small losses. So let's lightning bolt. How many of these are there? 129. Lightning bolt isn't quite enough. Let's see what else we've got. I mean, the goldies are immune, right? So, yeah. Okay, one gold dragon. I think I'm fine with that. It's not a huge deal. And looks like the orange hero that was right next to this town is the one that I just took out. So... oh, looks like there's a tree there that you can't visit. Oh, you have to go all the way around. Is it worth it? How close to a level am I? 25,000 away. Not that close. So let's see. Might be worth actually leaving him there. Sorry, bringing him there next turn. Let's see. But in the meantime, Kyrre wants to go all the way through. I forgot to build the glyphs. Of course I did. What I should also have done really is dump my dwarf stack in that town so that I had as much movement as possible this turn, but I forgot to do both of those things. So never mind. So yeah, let's end the turn. Let's go to day 7 already. Ah, okay, so pink are running off down this way. Ah, so we've got an underground passage here and a southern route to go down. Alright, let's find out where this goes. I mean, we know where it goes because we've just had a look, but we don't know which faction this brings us to. Might as well take a tree on our way past though. Mushrooms. So, going to be a rampy or castle start biome. And callback is absolutely fine where he is. She is? His. He is. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to lose a few troops as we go through here, but that's fine. Basic scouting I'll definitely take on a secondary hero. Advanced scouting even better, of course. And I must remember to grab XP with these treasure chests instead of just automatically taking gold, because I really, really don't need the gold anymore. I've got 4 rampart towns, all of which have a treasury, so I'm going to get 40% extra gold next turn. Given that I already have 300,000, that's going to be 120,000 gold just from the treasuries. I may have spoken about this before, but I think the treasury is probably the most overpowered building in the game. I think it's extremely strong, maybe even stronger than it gets credit for. And I think, to be fair, it gets a fair bit of credit for being strong already. This is looking promising. Maybe this is all the same area. I'd be shocked though, because it's very, very rare that you'd actually get 2 towns in the same area. In a treasure area like this, which I would kind of consider this. Might just be a secondary cove town though, which wouldn't be quite as exciting. But I think that's all good. I think we're good to end the turn there. Okay, that's pink still running around in that treasure area. Presumably at this point with practically no troops. Okay, yeah, they don't seem to have lost a single unit from last time we looked. I mean, I'm not really sure how. They took out a swarm of Cyclops last turn, which is an awful lot of Cyclops to be taking out with a relatively small army that they had. I think Kyrre should be able to just take this town out, and he can this turn. I'm just going to accept those losses. And it does allow me to buy... Let's fill up the rest of the Pegasi since we've got some. Does allow me to buy the rest of their troops here, which is nice. It's a little bit of a top up for our army. In particular the gold dragons, because they're running a little bit short already. They've also got Town Portal here and Berserk. Berserk's a brilliant spell, but I don't have fire magic, so it's not as good as it could be. And I suppose the thing to check is, does Pink have any heroes close to here? Yes, they've got one up here. But looks like practically... oh no, they also have a hero over here, which could be dangerous. Alright, good to know. But otherwise, Kyrre, I believe, is probably just good to leave this area at this point. So if we go back underground, we can start taking ourselves south to figure out where this passage here goes. So yeah, let's do that. How much movement have we got? 407. So actually, let's put everything except for our gold dragons in the town, and hopefully we actually remember to take those next time. Elishar, let's move on. Ah, have indeed got another town in this area, and it's not the same. It's a stronghold town. Interesting. Okay. And this brings us to an area we've not seen before. It's a swamp town, swamp area with a green town to the northwest. Okay. And we've got a blue town over here, but that's going to be in this snow area here. So okay, that's good to know. Let's just double check that this only goes one way. Yep, it does. I think that's usually the case, but not always. Okay, we're presumably going to lose some troops here, but that's alright. Let's kill these middle stacks with Meteor Shower, because that makes the rest of the fight much, much simpler. Or would have done, anyway. Ouch, Inferno. Disco Inferno, presumably. Let's lightning bolt these and just breath these. Okay, cool. Nice simple fight there. Don't know if we've got anything usable there with Elishar. He has no archery, so that's kind of pointless. He's already got a Mystic Orb of Mana, so I can't overwrite them. And yeah, -2 morale is a really, really good item to be wearing on the neck. What else have we got? We've got +1 luck. I mean, if I take both of these off, have I still got shield and slow? Yes. Okay, well, that's an easy answer then. So we'll put +1 luck in there for sure. And yeah, let's put +1 morale in there too, rather than the shackles. Although we could put the shackles in place of 500 gold a day. Which I think we will actually do. I think that's much more worthwhile than 500 gold, which we don't need. Ring of Life. Not super useful given that we're all entirely tier 7 units on this hero. So yeah, I think that probably is everything that's usable. I might be missing something really, really obvious here. Scroll of Forgetfulness, that could be useful. Have I got that though, is the important thing to know. Yes, I've already got Forgetfulness, so don't need that at all, fine. So Elishar, come and grab +1 attack. Let's also upgrade our Behemoth Crag here, so that we've got 2 bears to take. That tops us up to 3 stacks of 26 again, which is, well, I probably don't need to tell anyone watching, that's an absolutely insane amount of grey bears there. And let's double check with view. Okay, so we've got a couple of orange heroes just off to the west of us here. In which case, Let's see what we can see. We've got an underground passage here, which we don't know where it goes, so that's always nice. That's something to track down with Elishar. We've also got a library, which would be a really, really nice thing to be able to go and get. A couple of refugee camps, 3 of them in fact, which we might be able to buy archangels from. Obviously I'm sort of joking, but only sort of. Let's send Coronius off to visit these refugee camps. Okay, Medusa Queens. We'll visit the other 2 though, because that'll be fun if they've got archangels or something equally cool in them. And let's pop Kyrre back to the top of our list again. Korvac just wants to start the resource routes. Giselle is taking a look, well, or was taking a look down there for us, but that's that completely done then. Let's send Giselle up here. Gem can pick up a behemoth for us and then start the route again, of course. Gunnar's doing exactly the same thing, and Mephala actually has something interesting to do for once. Just remember to take XP. Okay, Expert Earth Magic, I'll definitely take that. Throng of Harpies, we might as well kill. Yeah. Let's take basic offense. And Kyrre is going to want to wait where he is, and I need to remember to actually pick up my army with him next turn. Okay, so both of these orange heroes are fleeing off to the west. What's an underground town that's getting approached? Yeah, it's this Conflux town up here, and it's getting approached by Septiena, who has a pretty reasonable army actually. I wonder if we can reach her with Elishar and then just take ourselves straight back to where we are. Let's give it a go. It's to a Conflux town. Do we only have one Conflux? Fenderan. We do. Okay. Well, it makes it easy to figure out which one it is then. Let's leave our one unupgraded Coatl here. In fact, yeah, well no, we'll just leave that here. Let's take out Septiena. Oh wow. Okay, that was a lot more losses than I thought we would have. So, first things first, I guess we blind the Grand Elves. And then we can double breath here. And we want to breath through. Don't really want to be in place of the dendroids though, or in range of them. I think it should be okay. Wait, how many did the dendroids kill? Only 3. That's not as bad as I thought it could be. Let's also blind. Do I blind or do I just dispel? No, I think I just blind again. Just blind the dendroids. Let's take the retail on this stack. Should be fine. Let's hope for morale on one of these. Nope. No morale. Okay. Which which case let's mass dispel our troops. And yeah, let's hit the dendroids behind them. Let's kill the archers. Take the retail. I think he's probably going to flee if we don't just blind these, so let's blind them. Let's wait and smack these with our bears. Okay, well, we lost a fair chunk of army there, to be fair. But we did get a pretty reasonable amount of artifacts. So let's have a quick look and see if there's anything useful to us there. Dragonwing Tabard we're already wearing. Orb of Silt. Let's put it in place of our Charm of Mana. Crest of Valor. Let's put it in place of our Mystic Orb. So that actually gives us decent morale for once. We want Equestrian's Gloves on instead of the Ring of Life because we've got tier 7 units, so Ring of Life comparatively makes very little difference. We've got a double pair of Wayfarer's boots though. They'd be really useful for another hero. Plus 6 knowledge. It is actually slightly better than what we're wearing. By 1. But still worth it. 1 is worth it. Not sure if Sentinel Shield is worth it though. Probably. No, I'm going to keep on the Dragon Scale Shield. Okay, I think everything else that we picked up isn't really worth us equipping. I mean, Hideous Mask is a good artifact, but not worth it in this instance, so we'll just leave it there. So Elishal has successfully defended that, which is good. And then we want to be going back to Dragonspire, which is our newest town. And we're going to go to the library and then make our way off west to try and take out those orange heroes we saw. Coronius' only job here is checking out refugee camps. Oh, we've got 1 Crimson Coatl. We'll actually pick that up. That's one of the stacks we're actually running. Not sure I've played a game with this many refugee camps before, actually. I appreciate that it's random on a random map generator, as the name suggests, but yeah, I really don't think I've seen this many before. Which maybe partially accounts for the fact that I actually found an Archangel in one this particular game. So let's take the Familiars with Mephala. It's just a bit of free experience. Throng of Dwarves should be a nice chunk of XP as well. Let's take Advanced Wisdom. And we might as well take the Dendroids, I guess. Ooh, there's a monolith here. Okay. It's interesting that that hasn't really been active yet, this game. Really interesting. So let's take Mephala through, clear out some of these bits, but then we can take her through the monolith and find out where that goes. Okay, and that's most of Gunnar's route done. Well, we will remember to pick up all of our troops with Kyrre. And then we want to just be going south along the route that we haven't seen yet, I suppose. Cool. Okay. So that's good. We'll move Kyrre back to the top again. And I think we're good to end the turn. Ooh, green. I feel like I've not seen green forever. Let's move with Kyrre first. Okay. We'll definitely take this Pillar of Fire. What does that show us? Not a lot, really, actually. Yeah, it doesn't really show us anything at all. Other than that they've not cleared out most of that, but they have some of it. Temple of Loyalty. Huh. It's actually a map object I don't really recognise. Ah, okay, so we've got an above ground passage here which leads to... we don't know. Hopefully this this snow area. That'd be cool. Okay, so Elishar wants to grab a few stats. And then... well, it doesn't look like we can get through there, so maybe we are just going all the way around here. Let's see, we'll take the cliff nest on the way past, because we now have a second stronghold town. We've built everything that we probably want to here, but let's upgrade the cliff nest. I'm not sure if we already did that in our original town. We didn't, so let's do that. That gives us a load more rocks, or thunderbirds as they'll now be, should we need them. No, I'm not going to recruit dendroids, but I will pick up the building. Let's get some spell power. Although, looking at this, we're actually pretty desperate for knowledge on Mephala. But we can probably fix that by providing a load of artifacts from either Kyrre or Elishar. I suppose those are our two options. Okay, so Giselle's reached the end of her useful life there. Let's see where else we can send her next turn. We can start the route again with Korvac and cross our fingers for something useful. Not something useful, fine. So, Coronius, go and dump your troops in here, and then we're probably going to send Coronius through this red portal to find out what we can see. And I say by dump your troops, I'm probably just going to leave the Coatl and leave everything else he's got on him. Well, I may not actually, I may get rid of something and replace it with a Thunderbird. Or in fact, I may just leave him with just the Coatl. That's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave him with just the Coatl for next turn so that he's got some decent movement. And worst case scenario, I can go immune on the Coatl if he gets attacked, and I'll still be able to flee. So yeah, let's just go through this red two-way portal, Coronius, and see what we can see. So I think we're good to end the turn again. Okay, green are using fly, by the looks of it. Ooh! Behemoth Crag. I'll absolutely go and smack out Eovacius in return for the Behemoth Crag. Okay, he's already recruited from it, but that's kind of fine. I mean, we can still do it next time. And there's one more orange hero just to the north of us, so let's start moving towards them and see what we can do. Fingers crossed we can just clear them out. Okay. Gunnar, back to your route. Giselle. Yeah, Giselle really doesn't have a lot to go and do. I think maybe what we do is say thank you very much for your service so far, Giselle. But services are no longer required. Let's take Edric, the Knight. Let's buy ourselves one Centaur, so he's a little bit faster than he would be otherwise. And let's do a little bit of exploring. And Coronius likewise is going to go through the red portal for us. And presumably he's going to run straight into a hero and die before he sees anything, because that's how my scouting heroes always go. Let's just leave Gem where she is, I think. Now, where does this go? Huh. So it goes to the other side of here where Giselle just was. Alright. Let's take basic water magic. XP. And yeah, I will take pathfinding. Unusual, but as I said earlier, if I do see it, I think I will actually take it. I could go and clear out that Naga bank as well, which would be a pretty nice chunk of XP. But let's see what we can see with this observatory first. Okay, and Kyrre wants to go above ground. So, left or right? I can't remember, so I'm going to view air rather than waste time. Okay, left and north it is then. Or west and north, I suppose. I've got a bank here that still hasn't been taken, guarded by a throng of dread knights. That's a hell of a fight. Especially just for a dwarven treasury. So is this horde of bone dragons. It's a nice bit of XP though. Okay, fantastic. That'll do. What do we still need to build here? A tavern to build the town hall, so we'll start building up this town. We know that this is not a main town as well, just by virtue of the fact that it actually had things to build in still. So we can start building this up a little bit, but most importantly, hopefully we don't forget our army. So yeah, I think we're good to end the turn there again. I was going to say, we're not seeing any AI, which is weird, but we saw green. They make a little triangle back to a Maletto tower they've already visited. Again, seems really, really odd to me. Okay, pink are actually flying there, which is nice. So... oh crap. I mean, yeah, we did forget our army. So that's always helpful. No, I can't even clone my dragons. Prayer they won't be affected by either, so I guess mass slow and mass shield are about the only options I have that are actually any use. And let's also shield. Oh, I can't even shield them, of course. Fine. And let's just move it right up into the corner. Let's double breath this stack. Great. Okay. Well, we only lost one, even though we forgot our entire army, so that's better than it could have been. I've already got a full load of artifacts, of course I have. And after that turn I actually might as well just sit here again and get rid of some stuff next turn at least. Let's get rid of these flies so I can buy everything in the town. I'm just buying everything, by the way, for anybody that's wondering, to make sure that I don't forget to buy them and we end up having a month of the plague. Wow. Well, it turns out that that uses near enough every single speck of mana that I've actually got, of gold. So I'm actually glad that I did that. Okay, not that way apparently. Another cliff nest. Bertram. who has a reasonable army, but it pales into insignificance compared to my absurd number of tier 7 units on Elishar, so that's fine. Let's see what we can see with Mephala. Not a lot, actually. So maybe this actually isn't even the same area as these places I've just been in. It's a triple arena there. Okay, well, I guess we've got plenty of stuff to clear out from Mephala's XP still at this point, and I can do a bit of exploring, and if I can't get there, then I can't get there. It is what it is. Okay, so Corbac has his last couple of bits to do for the week for us. Coronius is just... yeah, I was correct. Coronius is just running off to get himself killed for us. Let's see if we can move ourselves enough off the beaten track that he just comes back and tries to take us out. We could buy some troops in this town, but I don't know if it's actually even worth it. We're not going to get much out of it regardless. I think we'll probably get it taken, but that's fine, because Elishar's just above us here. And if it doesn't get taken for some strange reason, then Elishar can of course just kill this hero, take the Colosseum of the Magi, and then take himself back directly to Dragonspire and then through this portal anyway. So either way, I think I'm fine. Let's send Edric off to just see what we've got. Alright. And Gem's already in the right spot too, so let's end the turn there. Okay. So green did indeed come back there, that's fine. We do need to see, we've noticed that our castle town there was under threat, it looks like. So we'll have to see what they're actually coming to attack us with. It could be that we can just buy out enough troops in that town that it's not a relevant threat anymore, which would be the absolute ideal situation. But we don't really know. We don't know what kind of army green has at this point, because we've not seen them a huge amount. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. Scary. Got Labitha there, who has absolutely insane stats, but a very small army comparatively. Okay, well, first things first on Kyrre. We want to build the artifact merchants. Okay. Pro Earth will keep just in case. I'm presuming that we have it somewhere, but we'll keep it just in case. Angel Wings we might as well just sell, likewise with the Spellbinder's Hat, because we're never going to use them. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, Kyrre has a significantly slimmed down inventory, and we picked up 100,000 gold or so from that, so that's probably worth it. I've got blue with a not completely insignificant army, actually. So, Elishar. I guess what Elishar could do, I didn't really think about this actually, is I can take out Bertram, and I think that's just an acceptable level of losses, frankly. And from there, Elishar can then town portal his way to Bretonia. I don't think he can reach. Oh my gosh, he can actually reach. Wow. Okay, let's pick up the stables bonus as well, just to give us a tiny bit more movement. But yeah, he can actually reach this turn. Ouch. Yeah, that's a pretty painful amount of losses. I guess... do we clone or do we just meteor shower? Meteor shower's tempting. Let's just shower. Yep, I think this is the right thing to do. Yep. I thought they were just going to flee there. Oh, nearly imploded them. Must remember that I can't use implosion. Let's take the zealots. And then we can smack these, but I think that gives him opportunity to flee still. Unless we morale. No, no need to. Okay, so I wonder why he didn't flee. I'm pretty sure he must still have a town left somewhere. Actually doesn't. Right, so blue's actually on 0 towns. Which means so is pink. Okay. That's surprisingly good news. Yeah, that's surprisingly good news. Okay, so Elishar's going to go back to Brown's Bay from here. And from here he can just start moving his way out back towards the west to go and retake this this Dragonspire town for us. Green, we know, have more than 1 town, but that could just be 2, and they've only just taken 1 off us. And I've just realised that I made a mistake, and I really should have moved Elishar back to this town. Right, what can I upgrade here? I can't upgrade the wolf pen, so let's just upgrade the goblin barracks, I guess. And let's remove the small pieces of troops, because they're just going to reduce the morale of the defender here. Who can I have as a defender? Can Gem reach there? No, she cannot. Yeah, that's pretty awkward. We don't really want to lose Gem either, so maybe we move Gem down to get these rocks, perhaps. And then slightly away again, but far enough that, yeah, close enough even that she'll be able to just join up with this town next turn. I'm pretty sure that they're just going to come in and kill everything that's there. Especially with Labitha's stats, it's not exactly going to be tricky for her to be able to do that. So I have got Edric here, who has no real function, so maybe we're better off defending this town with somebody instead. Let's take Alima. We'll destroy that one guy there. And the 3 middle stacks that are going to group together, we want to just be goblins, if possible. But yeah, I mean, they're all going to get killed this turn anyway, when Labitha attacks the city. Okay. Nice little bit of XP that we're gathering up here. On Lefala. Let's take advanced offense. Then we'll take the tree. Let's take expert scouting. And then we'll move off to the north. And we should be able to get that stables bonus at the start of next week as well, which would be nice. So, Kyrre is finally going somewhere else. Although, we don't necessarily know where. Although, actually, I suppose we do. We've already been as far as we can go that way, so the logical thing to do would be to travel off along the road to the east here. And then we've got a throng of bone dragons that's guarding some stuff that we can't use. So let's not bother with that. Let's go through this turquoise two-way portal, which brings us underground somewhere. Probably up to this subterranean gate, I would imagine, in fact. Yeah, I think that probably is correct. But let's find out next turn. Okay, Coronius. Let's go. Let's find out what you can see. Presumably another hero next turn, which still stops me from seeing anything, but but we'll see. Okay, and I think we're good to end the turn now. Okay, that's just green milling around in that area. I've also stolen my crystal mine there, which I'm not that happy about. Presumably Pink's going to go directly south and try and take my town after debating for half an hour whether to use the movement spell that they're definitely going to use. Come on, Labitha. Decide whether you're going to use it or not. Oh, come on, Labitha. This is getting silly. Okay, well, I'll just say this now then. I mean, when our turn eventually restarts, if Labitha ever decides what she's going to do, if anything at all, of course. Ah, there we go. There we go. You're kidding. After all that, she wasn't actually close enough to take the town anyway. Alright then. In which case, we know what to do next turn. We're going to deal with her with Elishar, but we've recorded more than long enough for one episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.